commentary purposes, unleashing a wave of takedown requests that have led to copyright strikes. This move signifies a strong effort on his part to control the narrative surrounding the allegations against him. This suggests a strategic move to maintain control over the information circulating regarding the allegations. By asserting copyright claims, he is aiming to limit the spread of content that could potentially harm his public image, exercising control over the narrative surrounding the accusations. Many express concerns that T.D. Jakes' move to issue copyright strikes raises questions about freedom of speech. The truth is that content creators should have the ability to provide legitimate commentary and criticism without the fear of facing copyright-related consequences. This action might be perceived as a potential limitation on open dialogue, sparking debates about the balance between protecting one's public image and allowing free expression in discussions around public figures. It brings attention to the ongoing conversation about the intersection of copyright protection and the fundamental right to express opinions and critique. Over the years, T.D. Jakes has faced criticism over his association with the prosperity gospel, a theological belief emphasizing material wealth as a sign of God's favor. Many argue that this message distorts traditional Christian teachings and exploits followers' financial vulnerabilities. Additionally, Jakes' close friendships with entertainers have drawn scrutiny, with some contending that such associations contradict biblical principles advocating separation from worldly influences. Critics argue that these connections might compromise the integrity of the message he delivers. Furthermore, opponents express concerns about the negative impact of the prosperity gospel, suggesting that it can lead to financial exploitation of followers and create unrealistic expectations. The emphasis on material success may divert attention from essential spiritual growth and compassionate outreach. T.D. Jakes' association with the prosperity gospel and friendships with entertainers has sparked criticism related to doctrinal concerns, perceived compromise of biblical principles, and potential negative consequences for followers. When pastors fellowship with famous entertainers who live a life contrary to traditional Christian values of biblical principles, it can have several negative impacts. Such associations may compromise the moral authority of pastors, potentially diluting the message of righteousness and ethical living. This can create confusion among congregants and hinder the effectiveness of the pastor's spiritual guidance. Pastors are often viewed as role models within their communities. Fellowship with entertainers involved in behaviors deemed inconsistent with Christian principles can inadvertently convey acceptance of those lifestyles, potentially influencing congregants in a way that conflicts with their spiritual growth. Pastors engaging closely with entertainers involved in public scandals or morally questionable activities may be perceived as hypocritical. This perception can erode trust within the congregation and the broader community. Fellowship with famous entertainers can sometimes shift the focus away from the core spiritual mission. Many contend that pastors should prioritize spiritual teachings and pastoral duties rather than engaging extensively in social circles that might not align with Christian values. T.D. Jakes should have steered clear of associating with P. Diddy. He should have known that such connections could potentially tarnish the image he upholds as a spiritual leader. Aligning with individuals from a different realm may compromise the perceived sanctity of his pastoral role. It is crucial